My life is a melody. Making money, making love, making memories. Blessings follow me. One time for the people where they always pray for me. Love and harmony.
Hello, welcome to a beautiful weekend. This Friday is going to be awesome for everyone. And this is the reason why I decided that this morning I am going to treat a factor that can increase you. Somebody say increase. Somebody say I am going to become valuable. Today's topic is the factor of value. You see, I want you to understand something, that in a growing world economy like Nigeria, you need to upgrade yourself from an ordinary level, from an ordinary value. Take, for instance, you're a banker. You work 9 hours every day. You wake up in the morning, you get dressed, you go into the bank, you work for a few hours, you close, and then you work extra hours. All right? The extra hours that you work is already paid into your salary as your salary comes at the end of the month. Now, that is your basic value. Do you understand what I am saying? Your basic value is what you earn after you give service. That is your value. Or we can go into the fundamental meaning of value. Let's dig into it. The regard that is something is held on to deserve, okay? The importance, worth, or usefulness of something. Principles or standard of behavior. One's judgment of what is important in life, okay? To estimate the monetary worth of a thing. Consider something or someone to be important or beneficial. To have a high opinion of. Now, ask yourself, how valuable are you? Because this is how you become successful. If a man has value, then he's on the way to becoming successful, and not just successful, but to have a profound influence on the society. Let us now take into consideration the following few things, okay? The first thing you need to take into consideration is your work, all right? What you do that earns a living for you, you must constantly hold on to. If you lose it, you must get another one. Second factor, you must begin to think about the gift that is imbibed in you. Those gifts that God gave you. You know, those things that you do with ease, you know, that helps other people or that makes other people feel better. You know, take a comedian, for instance. You know, a comedian doesn't need to work so hard to be a comedian because it is a part of them. This is a gift. This is a function of how God sent them into the world to be a part of this world. So in that instance, every other person that you meet already was born, created, equipped to live in this world. Okay? Everybody is born equipped with a gift to live in this world and to make impact. All right. So for you to successfully make impact, you must have value. And how can you have value? You must discover your God-given potential and gifts. You must develop them. You must become better every time to increase your value. This, I hope, helps you, you know. I hope you catch on to the understanding of what I have taught you or what I have said today. You know, you cannot have a standard life without, first of all, having a foundation to lay your life on. And your foundation must be the value that you create for yourself. Nobody was born a chemical engineer. Do you understand what I am saying? You go into university, you go into school, you acquire your degree, you learn, you read, you study, you burn the midnight oil, all right, to get to where you want to be. And that is how you increase your value. That is how you increase your know-how. And that is how your life gets better. I hope your life gets transformed from the factor of value. My name remains Olanrewaju. I hope your life truly gets better. And I need you to cling on to hope and believe. Now, I want to specially speak to a group of people, okay? If you're from the age of 25 to 30, okay, and you're a man, regardless of your educational background, maybe you have a BSc, you have a bachelor's degree, whatever kind of degree that you have, or if you do not even have a degree, I want you to listen up and hear what I have to say to you. The age that you're in now is the age for preparedness. Say preparedness. This is the age where you begin to prepare your value. I want you to understand that the age that you're in now is not the age where you should start thinking of acquiring a woman. All right. A man must first have a work, a job. A man must first of all be self-sufficient before a woman comes into the picture. Let me explain so you can understand what a woman needs to do for a man. If you're a man, you're under the age of 25 and 30, listen to me very carefully. What a woman comes into your life to do is to help you, all right? To help you become better at what you do. She's your helpmate. So if you're not doing something already, or you were doing something and you lost it, do not go after a woman. Leave a woman to be where she is. Go back, get some value added to yourself. Do you understand what I am saying? It is the value that you add to yourself, or the value that you become, that the woman comes in to upgrade. All right? She's a helper. That is what she's meant for. Let's not digress too further. Let us go back to the factor of value. The factor of value is so important that if a young person or an individual increases their value, it turns out to be that same person who was first of all ignored somewhere else is put in the first class position. Do you understand what I am saying? Now, for you to upgrade yourself, for you to become better, for you to become valuable, you must first understand your God-given gifts, okay? Now, your God-given gifts is what you take, you brush up, you understand it, you work with it, and then improve on it, and then you become an eye-catching spare for every individual or every business that is out there. Do not wait on your work. Your work or your job is what earns a living for you. You must have one. You must have something that you're doing. Once you're a young man aspiring to settle down, you must begin to think of how to be value orientated. Trust me, there is no success if you are not valuable. However, to become valuable, one must understand and how to develop his God-given gifts. The problem most men have is that they are comfortable with the things that the world has handed over to them already. It means they have reclined into faith. Okay, it happens, it doesn't happen. Let's just not make a fuss about anything. Let's leave the way that the earth or the world has decided that we should live. There is nothing unusual about us. That, my friend, my brother, my sister, is not true. Learn to increase your value and watch the world come after you with all it has to offer. Because your gift makes a way for you. Even the Bible says that the gifts of a man makes a way for him. The gifts of a man makes a way for him. So if you develop your God-given values, your God-given potentials and gifts, your value would increase, because the potentials and gifts that God has given to you is enough to make you stand out from the crowd. Now, your value increases when you stand out, when you do something that is beautifully original, that is not a lookalike, that is not a copycat. Do you understand what I am saying to you? This is how you increase your value. This is how you become better at whatever it is that you do. You need to originally know how to construct your gift and go after it and make it useful. I mean that if you have a gift, take for instance, your gift is mimicking other people, all right? And your job ordinarily is a vulcanizer. Or let's come up the food chain a little bit. Let's assume that your job is a newspaper dispatcher. All right. you dispatch newspaper to people's houses every time, and you earn a token. Sometimes you get gift incentives or whatever it is. But the point is, your value is not beyond what you do. Now, your job is good. You have to keep your job, because it is your job that puts food on your table. It is your job that helps you have a roof over your head, and it is your job that pays your bills. So your job is important, but your job is different from your gift, okay? Except if your gift is the original job that you are doing before. Do you understand what I am saying? And if that is the case, then you must always learn to be original. You must learn to always improve on what you are doing already.
More life to my enemies, I need nobody. Just me, go they tell me. My life is a melody. Make money and make time for my family. One man fellowship. Bring more cups and pour more energy, love and harmony.